Looking for an AEG with a powerful recoil, sturdy internals and a sleek appearance? Introducing the KWA RM4 Ronin T10. Welcome and nice to see you again at Krale Airsoft. In front of me I have two special replicas that we will discuss in this video. Namely the KWA RM4 Ronin T10 in its black and its Flak Dark Earth version. These KWA replicas offer a number of special features compared to other AEGs that we would like to highlight for you. Starting with the packaging. The packaging of these KWA replicas isn't very striking. A standard cardboard box with some brand logos and series logos on it, and a small overview of all of the features that these replicas contain, which we will of course discuss in a moment. When we open the box, we find the replica protected by several foam inserts. In addition, we find a bag with the warranty certificate, a URL to the manual, a KWA sticker and two M-LOK to Picatinny rail segments. These rail segments are easy to mount to the replica's M-LOK handguard, allowing for the ability to mount Picatinny accessories. In one of the inserts we find the included mid-cap magazine that offers a capacity of 120 BBs. This is a PTS magazine that is provided with the KWA logo and contains several dummy rounds to complete the look. The magazine contains a special follower which ensures that even the last BB can be fired, something that traditional followers do not guarantee. Then we arrive at the actual replica. Of course, the most interesting thing inside this box. Let's start at the front and work our way to the back. By default, there is a red or orange tinted muzzle brake at the end of the outer barrel. This muzzle brake has a SOCOM look that reduces recoil and muzzle rise when used in real firearms. In Airsoft, we naturally do not suffer from this, so it is mainly to complement the look of the replica. If we then go a little further back, we arrive at the aluminium handguard. On the top and a small section on the bottom are the Picatinny rails on which accessories can be easily mounted. To further provide space for mounting accessories but still remain light in weight, there are several M-LOK slots on the rest of the handguard. For more information on accessory systems such as M-LOK and Picatinny, check out this video on our channel. On the Picatinny rail are a polymer flip-up rear and front sight manufactured by PTS. The handguard is further finished with a coating and the M-LOK logo from Magpul. This is the company that developed the M-LOK accessory system. As a final detail, we also find the model number of the RM4 Ronin T10 on the handguard. When we arrive at the receiver, we find a standard looking M4 receiver. This is provided with the KWA logo, the series name, the caliber and a unique serial number. Here we also find a fire selector that can be operated on both sides of the replica, so that the replica can be used for both left and right-handed shooters. To enable further operation for left-handed shooters, the charging handle can also be operated with both hands. This charging handle opens the polymer dust cover, which is provided with the KWA logo. When it's open and the charging handle is held back, the hop-up unit becomes visible and can be adjusted. This is a polymer rotary style hop-up that adjusts with tactile clicks. The last thing we find with this receiver is the sleekly finished PTS EPG pistol grip. This pistol grip has a rough texture that provides extra grip during shooting and also houses the replica's motor. Thanks to the screw at the bottom, the distance with which the motor is pressed into the gearbox can be increased or decreased. Then we arrive at the stock, which is an EPS stock manufactured by PTS. This stock can be adjusted in length in 6 positions. The shoulder piece is easy to remove so that the stock can be opened and the connection for the battery becomes visible. This connection is a T-plug, or also known as a Dean's connection, which offers little resistance. For more information about the types of connections and batteries within Airsoft, you can watch this video. The stock also offers a lot of space for batteries, so that batteries with a large capacity, such as this Titan, can be used. Internally, this replica is equipped with KWA's patented AEG 3.0 gearbox. not to be confused with a V3 gearbox. It's actually an improved version of the well-known V2 gearbox that can be found in many M4 airsoft replicas. This gearbox offers multiple upgrades and features that improve upon the standard V2 gearboxes, with, added to that, a powerful recoil. To reduce wear on the trigger contacts, this KWA-made gearbox includes their Switch Life Extender. According to KWA, this absorbs 99.9% of the back current. As a result, sparks between the trigger contacts are less likely to occur. This increases the lifespan of the internal parts and therefore also the replica. In addition, the gearbox offers a handy quick spring change system, with which the power and speed of the replica can be easily adjusted without having to disassemble the entire replica. This can be achieved by unscrewing the back of the buffer tube, removing the weight that provides the realistic recoil, after which the spring can be easily reached. What is also interesting to know is that the gearbox contains a high-speed gear set as standard, which in combination with the high-torque motor offers an excellent rate of fire. To provide additional options for upgrades, the gearbox is already compatible with ETUs and MOSFETs such as the Gate Titan. To add to the on-field experience and immersion, this replica, as already mentioned, contains a very powerful recoil for an AEG. This is created by a weight moving back and forth inside the buffer tube. In order to offer some extra experience in addition to this feature, it is possible to use the special KWA variable capacity magazines with this replica, which let the gearbox know that the magazine is empty by means of a knob that rises once the magazine is out of BBs. This stops the system, after which it needs to be reloaded. As might be deduced from the name, these 120 round capacity magazines can be converted to 30 rounds for a more realistic feel. In addition to a neatly finished and interesting appearance, these KWA RM4 Ronin T10 Black and FDE offer excellent internals that bring extra features for a better experience in the field. If you've become interested, you can of course always visit our store to test the replicas and admire the recoil, handling and finish for yourself. Can't wait to have them delivered at your home right away? Then you can of course also visit our website krale.shop, where you can find all airsoft supplies in addition to these replicas. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.